Hey everyone, welcome to Matt's Garage. I'm in the Mid-Atlantic, and a subscriber of mine reached out, Ed. He's got a few Broncos with some good stories, so let's get to it. Thanks for having me down here.
Thanks for driving.
Oh yeah,
big day for weather here.
Yeah, so, crazy rainstorms on the way. So let's talk about this first Bronco. What year is it? How'd you end up with it?
So this is a 1970 U14 original. It's got a 302 poly carburetor on it. It was one I bought from my dad in the last few months. He had gotten it about 7 years ago.
Okay.
Got it from a guy in Nebraska who had got it from a guy in Colorado. And went through, did a bunch of metal work on it, got it repainted, and it's one of two that I've seen like this. That's the actual sport model U14. So I thought it was one that needed to stay in the family. Sold one to get it, and I'm happy to have it.
Good. That's good that you did that, and I love these stories where it passes from one generation to another too. How about we pop the hood and we'll do a walk around, all right?
Sure.
All right, apologize in advance for the wind noise. Yeah, that's the Holley carb, but otherwise pretty stock looking under the hood. However, there is a condenser here because he's got the vintage air system, and I hadn't seen this before actually. The hoses route through the stock air box and down, so we'll take a look at that inside the cab. Also, you know, it is a sport edition, which makes it sort of rare, and that you can see it's got, you hardly see these around anymore. Most of them have rotted out, and then he's even got the chrome on the back window there, and the bright work all around the drip rail. So super clean. He's got color matched was it Line-X? Yeah, shot all the way through up and through the firewall. So a very, very clean ride. Yeah, let's take a look at the side. From the initial look, it looks very stock, except for obviously if you look closely, the vintage air bar underneath, but otherwise sort of a beautifully maintained stock interior.
It's hard to come by seat covers.
Hard to come by seat covers.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So just finding a bench seat in one is a challenge, and then getting an OEM seat cover to go with it makes it that much more difficult.
All right, we're going to make people jealous here. You know, I got a Scout and a Bronco and a Jeep. Now you've got multiple Broncos. Tell me about this one.
So this is a 73 stock 302 motorcraft. Came off a farm in Torrington, Wyoming.
All right.
It's had 50,000 original miles on it when I got it, and still have the sticker to show the oil change from 1993 when he had it changed before I got the thing. So came stock height. I put a 2-inch body, 4.5-inch suspension lift on it. Got these bumpers made by a guy down in South Carolina. Actually saw the bumpers, didn't have the Bronco, knew I liked them, so had the guy make them up, and then I found the truck to put them on.
Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, that's a beefy bumper, but like it's got nice angles. So, well, let's walk around and show the suspension.
All right.
There is the custom bumper. Wild Horses, you said 4-inch lift?
Yeah.
Yeah, dual shocks. Dual shocks out back. It's got the roll bar with the integrated high lift carrier and dual jerry can mount. Get a spare on the rear bumper. Is that a camera? Is that a backup camera or light?
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. All right, yeah, let's pop a look inside if you don't mind. And then inside, you know, Rhino lined or same, is it Rhino?
Line-X.
Oh, Line-X, sorry, Line-X all inside. And more of an off-road rig, some big speakers. He's got the Tuffy center console, which I have in the Scout. The thing's a beast. So yeah. What else? Oh, you get, is that the battery shut off there under the? That's nice, cool. And Corbo seats. And you know, having running Broncos, that's nice. But then you also need your projects. This is a 74 he's got up on the rotisserie. That frame he's just using and the standoffs to pull the body away on the rotisserie so he can access it to work on it. He's actually got a new frame in the back. I'll show you. You can see on the rotisserie he's got he's got an X brace, and then he's got nice adjustable braces, kind of like a drag link, how they adjust with the opposite threading, so he can set his openings. And he's got it braced on the back half too. And then up there is his new frame with some really knobby bias ply 16-inch tires. What did you call them? What's the name of those?
Pie cutters or
no, the brand name,
buckshots.
the buckshots. Yeah. So those are nice. He's got the rear springs on there, and then he's about to start the fun that I've been going through with some axle work coming up here pretty soon. So Ed, man, so what do you have time to drive all these? Or?
I don't, unfortunately. They get broken out on occasions like this.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I try to keep them rolling, but that one on the rotisserie has been a 4-year evolution so far. So
you've had it for 4 years?
I've had it about 6, but it's been on the rotisserie for about 4. So
Wow.
It's taken me a lot longer. As do you travel, I get hung up with that as well.
Yeah, it's always tough. You know, we were talking, and he used paint stripper to get most of the paint up, but then he used that Eastwood SCT to do the finish work, and you're happy with it.
Really happy with it. It's got like 3 different grits on it, so you can vary what you're working on.
Yeah, I've watched some of the videos, and I wasn't sure whether it was just like marketing stuff. You're probably my 5th subscriber who's sworn by him, so I'm thinking about picking one up for my hood and fenders, which I still have to strip, and kind of, I don't want to take it to a sandblaster because they're long, flat pieces, and they tend to get wavy, you know, if somebody uses too heavy a hand. So we'll see how that goes. I see you picked up a 20-ton press too from.
I did. I saw your video on that. So
oh, cool.
As with the axle work that you've been doing, getting into that. So I figure I would try your trick.
All right, cool. Well, call me if there's any questions about my mods or whatever. You figure it out. Obviously, you got a nice shop. But so I'm going to close on this. So we haven't seen all of Ed's Broncos, and the other one's not here. But when I get a chance, I'm going to bring it to you guys. And the only hint I'm going to give you is Ed's sort of clothing color scheme sort of matches that one's theme. So thanks again, Ed.
Enjoyed
Appreciate
it. Thanks
it. I'll
for
see
coming
you
down.
around. Yeah, of course.